Bella a tutti ragazzi, eccoci qua, siamo tornati con un nuovo episodio di Nobody Wants to Die. Continuiamo la storia del nostro James, del nostro detective. Ok, adesso che ho messo gli FPS di Steam, giustamente mi vengono fuori anche gli FPS di Nvidia, cosa che cercavo tipo da 4 episodi che lo cerco, 3. Sono 3.
Where do we start?
Since the Zeppelin crashing into the building right after Green's death is more than just a lucky break.
Lucky?
For us. Definitely not for them. You know exactly what I mean. Let's start with the connection between the Green case and the Icarus shooting.
Quindi era tipo lo scoffino il midollo, ma non uno sputo. Allora niente.
I need a clue as strong as rot gut from a dirty glass.
Oh, please. Seriously?
No. Non favoritismi, niente.
We have nothing more on him.
Alibi mortali, niente. Questo niente.
You think Kovalev had poison in his blood too? Like Green?
Do you have access to the CTC registers? It should be in there by now.
Checking. Roy, Park, Dean is there too, but no sign of Kovalev.
So we have another connection to Green. A final death.
Ok, niente.
Sarah, do you have access to the CTC registers?
Just checked. Kovalev's Zekerite never made it there, which means that this is another...
This is another final death. They both left this world, and they left behind quite a mess.
Do you think they managed to carry out the plan from Green's letter?
All we know is they gave their lives for it.
Could anyone here know Green and Kovalev were up to something?
Damned good question. Let's check.
No. Anche perché se mi vengono fuori verdi vuol dire che è quella giusta.
Salma again. She might have known something.
Would Kovalev have let her go then?
She could pull strings.
All the more reason for Kovalev to take her down, right?
Niente.
On one hand, he was just a pawn.
You mixing game metaphors?
Hey, people say that.
Never mind. You're right.
Niente.
As the chief's trusted man, he
questo?
must have known about Green's death.
Just what was he looking for here? Sarah, can you check what building this is?
How am I supposed to do that? This is just a small section. I need more to work with here. I'm not busting your balls, but James, please focus.
Le sto provando tutte. Quindi... Prima... Travis Coelet.
So Dean was buying the blueprints for Green's apartment from Colette. And Colette didn't know about Green's death. And that order not to board Icarus. You think Dean was following the chief's orders?
We can't rule out that Dean was working for someone else.
Like who? And what the hell do Green's plans have to do with it?
Boh.
Let's focus on the second question.
You think we missed something at Green's?
Everything points to that.
As long as everyone's focused on the riot now, the apartment should be empty.
Great. Let's finish what we started.
Diagnostics complete. Repair cost and fine $938.
Ah, fuck you. And don't wait for me with dinner. I'll be late. After our little nightly talk, I knew I wasn't alone in all this. Sarah.
Ok, scena del crimine.
Should I send you a sleeping bag? Get a move on. Turn on the camera. Stand back. The feds secured the entrance.
Could you?
I'm on it.
You get excited when you do something illegal.
I'm in rehab, so don't tempt me.
It's gonna be hard to find anything after the feds were here.
The feds weren't on Icarus.
They don't know what we know. Hopefully.
Ready.
Ok. Green Towers, secondo giro.
Ends where it begins.
You watch too many movies. So what are we looking for?
Red X.
Okay. Any ideas?
Ah, c'è una cassaforte anche.
The fucking safe? Did they just clean it out?
Are you sure it's this safe?
If there was anything here, the feds got it.
I'm sorry.
We missed this one. Can you at least check what they took?
Probably. Okay. I'm convinced. Are we getting out of here?
Wait,
James,
it's not about the safe.
you just said the complete opposite.
I changed my mind.
They took everything out. What do you want us to do? X-ray it?
Great idea.
Why am I saying anything?
Ok, andiamo di raggi X.
See? Cables lead somewhere.
Probably to the washing machine.
Over. There's some
Su.
interference. Can you repeat?
Devo andare su.
Hello?
Yes?
Storm's coming. The electronics are freaking out.
Where do they lead?
What? What? To the electricity. Ugh, never mind.
It looks like a door. It must be opened remotely. Maybe I can find something with X-ray.
Dove cazzo? Ok.
Now we're talking.
Ah, abbiamo anche una torcia. Perché accendo il ventilatore, perché c'è temporale fuori, sta piovendo. Non posso tenere aperto. Se non piove dentro, quindi sto morendo dal caldo. Una torre, sì, una tower. Stavo dicendo in inglese. Edward Green. Platone, difesa di Socrate, ricorda amico mio che il trafano deve pungere. Ok, pusiamo. Ok. Dove cazzo? Ok, ottimo. Pannello porta.
Open sesame.
Non so se c'è qualcosa qua in giro. A parte questo, che non si capisce neanche lingua, è Crash High. No, va bene lo stesso. Non ci sta niente, no? Indizi scoperti? Che cazzo sono questi indizi? Ok, ma... Questo?
Green's signature. Did he paint this?
Del
He said some time to
1324.
learn.
Questa l'avevo già fatta. E questo?
I wonder if he hung women like that under his tree too.
Some enjoy that.
Ah, ma è una donna tra l'altro quella lì. L'ho notata adesso guardando bene la figura. Ok, questo l'avevamo già visto. È tutta roba che avevamo già visto. Però ci rimane ancora una cosa da guardare. Questo. Ci sono dei tubi qua. Eccoli.
Why such a large generator for such a small safe?
This isn't a
Appunto.
generator.
You sound like an expert.
I was helping my cousin repair pneumatics like this. Tech from a mortal era. Rich people love automated shit in their homes. We still don't know what this device is for. Just keep looking.
E questo?
The wall is a meter from the safe.
This box could lift several tons.
Maybe it's pumping gel into the roots. Although, it doesn't look connected. What next?
We have a card. Bingo! The first rich dude's secret wall safe of my career.
Ehi là!
You should be a thief.
I'm building my resume.
Nice to see you
E
develop.
cos'era sta roba?
My idea.
Più che cassaforte era tipo una porta che assomiglia a una cassaforte. Che cazzo stiamo qua? Guarda.
What is happening?
Sarah? Oh, fuck. So Green at a private dungeon. And perhaps it holds his stamp collection. Another victim. Just more questions. Brian Theodore Coven. What are you doing here? If it wasn't for his donations, orphanages in the city would disappear. Formal dress. A meeting? With the murderer? With Green? Let's check where you came from, Coven.
Aspetta un attimo che metto sotto carica l'Apple Watch. Bene. Quindi... Ok. Che non me lo segnava mica prima. Ah, e questo è un ascensore, pensavo fosse voglia.
What?
Cosa cazzo? Oh merda.
Making a mess. Get your act together. Don't you already know who the murderer is?
James?
I tried to, you know.
Are you there?
Sarah?
James, I thought you had joined the noble ranks of the dead.
How do you... Who? Where are you?
Why don't we start with where you are?
Che cazzo siamo?
This place? What happened here?
Well, I have bad news. You're late for the party.
Infatti sembra un casino, un bel bordello.
Crushed by a chandelier. Fancy way to go.
Perfect for the upper.
The governor. Sans
Ah,
pants.
il governatore.
Prestigious guest list. Chris Everson. Even my idiot neighbor has a bumper sticker. Wonder what he thinks about him in the law now. He was standing under it. I'll pick him up and find out who it is.
Ah, e questa? Vedi.
Anna Turner. Used to be a sports writer. We had some interesting interviews when my team was winning. Then she got into politics and became editor of the whole paper. You had your last deadline. Maybe I can lift the chandelier. Fire upstairs must have damaged the wires. Okay. Shot. Needs a closer look. The Emperor of Screens. Make that god. There's no movie studio that doesn't kiss his ring. Maybe a little lower.
He influences more people than you think.
What is this? Everybody lies.
They learn to live a lie.
Okay, what happened here? Where's the damn killer? How did they die?
Losing your nerve?
Never mind. He was standing here before the chandelier fell on his head.
Ok, lui stava sparando.
Who brings a gun to a fancy party?
Fucking lack of culture.
.8mm.
8 millimetri.
Here with a loaded gun.
Think twice before inviting a paranoia case.
The shootout started. You probably didn't consider that. You didn't shoot that fucking thing down on your own head.
Are you sure?
He shot the killer. Was that... How are you feeling?
Better every minute.
He aimed toward the piano. Weird. The trail ends here. Lots of glass under your feet and nothing around. The killer had plenty of time to
Ah,
cover
ok.
the traces.
Vediamo questo.
Like you got hit by a truck?
Chi sarebbe?
Blagojevich, journalistic scum. Why so much glass?
Any complaints?
Fuck no. Glass, you, blood. Every piece brings me closer to you.
What if he hated himself
Aspetta.
and helped create a world where everyone hated each other?
As if he flew over the barrier? It's not everything. Gotta be more.
Ivan.
Blagojevich. What do they have to pay him to
Ma
take
quello che
all the
così.
public's hate?
Invitarlo al
That
club.
was his spot.
Ok.
Shoe print. Maybe he ran? Where was the killer?
Questo?
Why are you keeping this
E
company?
Anna.
I'm asking the questions this time. Sorry it's too late. Government critics sitting with a propagandist. Yeah, burn it.
Non vedo più un cazzo.
Shit. Not enough data. I still don't know what this asshole was doing. Did you run away? Why in this direction? It doesn't make sense.
Appunto.
Looks too rich for my blood.
Un coglio di una bottiglia. Aspetta.
Broken bottle? Did you chase the guy with it? I can respect that. Where were you sitting? Maybe the glass shards will show me.
Qui c'è la verità culturale. Ok, casa del champagne. E qua? È il resto delle bottiglie.
Bingo. So you were sitting here. You attacked, even though bullets were flying everywhere. What made you do that?
No, voglio il lampada UV.
That's where you were hiding.
E poi? Poi basta.
Fucking wiring.
Ok, questo stava bevendo.
You've had your chance. No need to run across the middle of it all.
Well, better to do something than nothing at all in a situation like that. Although, as you can see, this is no guarantee of success.
He was done running. He fell limply. Maybe he died in flight. Yet something or someone stopped him.
Eccolo! C'era qualcun altro che ha sparato.
He shot at Blagojevich. Low. Maybe Blagojevich saw Cadis and liked both their odds better. Did you feel a cold sweat on your back?
It would take more than that.
Right. You were lucky with that chandelier shot anyway.
Cazzo è stato?
Do this.
Someone's being paranoid here. It's just fucking wiring.
Which gets in the way of my work. Need more light.
Who's Sarah?
What?
You mumbled her name when you were lying on the ground.
Don't know. I was delirious. High voltage. Must be powering something big. Let's see what happens when we connect this contraption.
Ah,
Couldn't he just keep his skeletons in the regular closet like the rest of us?
però testi politici qua. Mica. E quello?
Now I know where
Ok, ma
damn
posso
glass
entrare.
came from. I thought nothing could surprise me today. Are these the ones I saw in holograms? Let's start with the photos. I don't know you. They slaughtered him and bled him for fun. Is it an Icarite? No. It's impossible. It must be some kind of imitation.
Are you sure?
It's time for pictures of your friend. The wound looks burnt. Someone was shooting at close range. Senator Patricia Terrence.
Patrizia Terrence.
She's rich. They've been trying to make her out to be a terrorist for decades because she wanted to change the world. It turns out that they're all on one payroll.
Ah, ce n'è anche un'altra? Dove sta? Qua per terra? Vabbè, ci sono delle chiazze di sangue, ma non c'è le sciemme, non la vedo.
How did it all start? Was she the one who murdered him? Let's start with who the hell that guy is.
You know that by solving this case, you're helping cover it up.
Same weapon? Yeah, 9mm. And empty. You were shooting blindly at Cadus.
Sembra la Gix.
Drake's star. I thought he was using a different body. The actor and the senator's husband. They've always been inseparable. He looks like a victim, but I wouldn't go all in on that.
There can be ecstasy in death.
Esatto.
Expensive
Estatica.
fetish. "9mm, same assailant. Looks like the victim bled out before he got shot. Maybe the killer lost his shit. Lots of moving targets. He had to be in a rush. He could have left additional bullet marks. That kind of trail could help me figure out where he was firing from. It went straight through. Another casualty of your sick shit.
Imitation made from eco marble.
I admire all forms of art, especially when it helps to establish a shooting position. Who are you?
Aspiring liaison. How am I doing? Am I as good as that Sarah of yours?
Suddenly a shooter appears and takes out our star. Looks like he almost bled out before you shot him.
Are you suggesting there was more than one killer?
Unlike the rest, this one was murdered voluntarily. However fucked up that sounds. Different blood types.
Presumably, the senator had a pleasurable time with Drake.
She was bleeding like hell. Senator used them as a shield. She gets hit and plays dead. Smart move. Was she trying to escape?
Cosa c'è qua?
Ritual toy.
Un giocattolo rituale affidato.
Senator must have held it. Drake's blood. And maybe yours too.
Oh, don't worry. I'm fine.
She was always ready to fight. That's why people believed in her.
Aspetta. Non vedo. Ok, ha cercato di far fuori quello che sparava.
Was she waiting for her moment?
E poi prendere.
Drake had type O negative blood. This is a different type. She surprised you? Ton of lead and burned skin. They had to struggle, but he had the upper hand. A 9mm beats a piece of steel. She crawled away. Didn't you notice? Something else catch your attention? Almost gets you.
I guess you're on her side.
I can tell you that if she got you, she'd have my vote. Broken ribs. You crushed her when you fell on her, and she still didn't give up.
You underestimate me.
At least I understand the low position you shot Blagojevich from. And remember, Kata's shot in this direction. Good to know that not everything goes your way.
It's going great. Trust me.
So you scurried away like a cockroach. A bullet from a revolver. Probably Katis's. I wonder how that got here. They almost got you. You had to find a way. And you did. Real fancy. We're lucky as fuck.
Don't underestimate me.
I wouldn't dare. How long have you been planning to kill that chandelier? Lucky. But respect where it's due. Also a really good shot. You made it. But I'd like to see your face after that. Your real face. Covered in blood and drool, twisted in fear.
Think it was any different than yours when you came in here?
You're always watching me, aren't you? Monitoring? You watching me with cameras? The holograms. Somehow they were recorded. These holograms must be stored somewhere. There must be some tapes here. But where?
Dove saranno sti ologrammi? Per terra cazzo c'è qua? Aspetta.
A recording console. I wonder what it turns on. Zilch.
Poi ce n'è un altro qua. E un altro per di là. Ok.
When you're left with no desires except to kill, then it's high time to die indeed. This reminds me of something. I saw one just like it in the safe. Only degenerates can afford to endure prohibition with dignity. Senator, you were a fighter on the job as well.
Everyone pays for success. Few can really afford it.
Gee, we go back to the beginning. Edward Green. What did you have on him?
Look around. Do you really think anyone would need more than what you see?
Did you leave the shrine with the weapons? Very subtle. I'll check to see if any victims were killed with this gun.
Sembra una 9 mm.
9mm, 5
Sì.
bullets, half-empty clip. Did the killer shoot it? Or did they shoot at him? What does she have to do with all this?
No, sicuramente è qua da qualche parte. Aspetta. Là c'è tipo... Ma lì c'è un bar.
Masks can be symbolic. Maybe members have to earn them. Another crime scene, another bar. Clearly, booze is as deadly as they say.
Aspetta.
Maybe when they're incognito, it's
Un'altra
easier
maschera.
for them to open up to sensations. Pretty much everyone here knows each other.
Un'altra maschera ancora. Che cazzo l'ha nascosto? Questo dove cazzo va? Sempre qua. Aspetta. Aspetta. Eccola.
Let's see where you take me.
Allora, un'altra.
Another. This must be a dead end.
Che cazzo di giro sta a fa? Che cazzo di giro fa, scusa? Eccola. Aspetta.
Fuck. Not now. So close.
Ok, andiamo giù in profondità, quindi.
So, Mount Olympus comes with a
Eccolo.
pocket Hades, a frozen hell where people pay the price for the gods. I recognize this body. It should belong to an actor with his throat slit. The youngest bodies possible. No certificates. Fucking Icarite transmitter.
You want to try it out?
Fuck you. I'm not like them.
Dai, facciamo qualche bella fotografia. Anzi, un po' di raggi.
Icarite in this one? Age 21. There's some unknown kid.
The former owner of the stabbed body.
They're all at the first subscription age. If they didn't pay it, they could lose their bodies. But Icarites... Why isn't anyone looking for them?
Orphanages. That's why Green and Coven funded them so generously. Only until they turned 21, of course.
Motherfuckers. Same as on the table at Green's. He was here.
E
Green was
questo?
probably using the recordings for blackmail.
No matter how much evil was around, Green would still grab them by the balls.
Better focus on you. You have your 5 fucking minutes of fame.
I warn you that I may disappoint you.
Wait, what? This is Green. Senator. Attacking his back.
He's the one killing them all. It doesn't make sense.
Makes perfect sense to me.
Did you force him to do it? How the fuck did you do that? What did you have on him?
That's your job. I don't want to get overly involved. I'm not your cheap little slum secretary, Sarah Kai.
What? How the fuck did you get her full name?
Did you think you're the only one I spend time with?
Sarah? You there? Fuck. I've restored the power. That should work. If you do anything to her, I'll find you and take you apart piece by piece.
Don't keep me waiting. I'm just wondering, since you saw what Green's guests were capable of, will you trap their souls in rotting bodies?
Fuck you.
Or will you let them return to Olympus like nothing happened?
What did you do to her?
This much gel could blow up the Senate.
You can punish them.
I will find you.
Do you think anyone will find them here?
If I shut them in here,
Yes.
and the victims,
Maybe they want revenge.
what kind of sick game is this?
Or leave the door open. Your friends will find everything, and it'll blow over in a week.
Chiudiamo, va. Bene,
Silence in my earpiece was even
per
more
questo episodio è tutto, mettete like, iscrivetevi e ci vediamo con il prossimo.
I was
Ciao a tutti.
gallivanting in hell.